Hi Andrew, thank you so much for this Skype interview. I've been such a fan of your work. I'm very excited to be having this Skype session. You just came back from a tour including Carnegie Hall. You're the concertmaster of the Montreal Symphony Orchestra and you have an upcoming show with the McGill Chamber Orchestra on April 11th in honor of Alexander Broad. How is it different performing with the OSM as opposed to a soloist?
Yeah, no, believe it or not, this has been my 8th season with the OSM, so I've been here for quite some time, and I think, audience members and the musician and the conductor, they're all used to me now, maybe even tired of me. But with McGill Chamber Orchestra, I've performed as soloist with them 3 times. This would be my 3rd time, so it's not that many times, so I'm really looking forward to this concert. Very first concert we did was in maybe 2011, 2012, and that was with Jonathan Crowe. We did all the Bach violin concertos with Ted Baskin. We did the violin and oboe concerto. That was a lot of fun. And then the next concert we did was another double concerto nights with a violinist named Ariana Warsaw Band. That was the double concerto of Malcolm Arnold and Chevalier de Saint-Georges. So this is the first time I've been entrusted with the duties of being, the only soloist for an MCO concert. So I'm really looking forward to it.
What made you decide to prepare contemporary repertoire?
Bernstein's Serenade, this concerto for violin, harp, and strings and percussion is actually not so modern anymore. It was written over 50 years ago, 1954. And around this time, Bernstein was writing West Side Story and Candide. This is very accessible, incredible music, very important American music. And for me, it doesn't sound contemporary at all. There's a lot of elements that are, think about the ancient element of modeling a piece after Plato's Symposium. This piece of literature is this fictitious dinner party where a bunch of philosophers get together and they each get up and speak about, they're extolling the virtues of love. And, what's kind of interesting is that the piece that Bernstein wrote is kind of similarly modeled after this. You can imagine different people getting up and then kind of expanding on what someone else just said, or kind of clarifying or refining or kind of enlarging an idea. And so Bernstein does that with each successive movement. Each movement is a different speaker speaking, but it's always coming from this original thematic material that we hear in the very beginning of the first movement. So he's constantly evolving it and varying it for each movement. So I find that really interesting.
What are 3 violin pet peeves you have?
Violin pet peeves. Well, I use a dampit. For those of you guys who don't know, that's this piece of long rubber. It's a long rubber tube. You put water in it, and that kind of humidifies the violin. And it takes about 30-40 seconds to do it, but I still find that kind of annoying. Also, during concerts, various things over the years happen. We're human. You go to a new hall, and different things can happen. And sometimes when it gets really hot on stage, my glasses will slip down. It's super embarrassing. But this one time in the summer, I was playing a concert with the quartet, and then my glasses fell off my face during a CBC broadcast. And Jonathan even tried to bend over and try to pick them up for me, and I tried to play the music, but I'm more blind than I realized.
I know you want to practice your French. What is the first thing you learned or your favorite thing to say that you discovered in French?
Probably can't say that on camera. Just joking. Believe it or not, I went to a French immersion school in Alberta. And, my French, I'm still not totally at ease with it. But I try to practice as much as possible living in the plateau. And it's funny, at this school that I went to, we had something called the jeton system. So we were given a certain number of jetons at the beginning of every week. And you could redeem them at the end of the week for prizes. And the only way you could keep them is if you spoke French. So at recess, if you heard someone else speaking English, you could ask for their jeton. And judging by my French, you could realize that I lost all my jetons by the end of the week.
So thank you so much for the Skype interview. It was really a pleasure talking to you, and I really look forward to your concert. I'll be there. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the 11th. Thanks.
Thanks.